Cari amici from Patreon, we are here live. It's one day after the second game of the Azzurri. Gentlemen, welcome. We're from California, Montreal, Toronto, Long Island. We got Malaysia in the house. We got Youssef. How are you guys in the same? How are you guys in the same time zone from Kuwait to from Malaysia? You guys all the same time zone. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for these guys. And
he's in Saudi Arabia.
Now you're back in Saudi Arabia. Rock Nation Husney, he is Gio gave him that name. He's all over he's worldwide, like that rapper says, worldwide. But gentlemen, I hope you're all doing fine. Timmy, he's being a heel right now, guys, but he's half Brazilian and half Italian. But guys, do we give him a pass because Brazil is playing tonight? Or
I'm half Argentinian, so I'm against you, Tim.
Oh no, that's brutal.
Okay. But
at least we're half Italian.
But you know, when you're half Italian and you're all Italian, that's where we're gonna go. Gentlemen, let's whoever joins us. Maybe Tommy's gonna show up. Who knows? But guys, I call this, you know, it's always a group therapy session. I told Sonny to make me, are we seeing triples? Because this is more like an AA meeting. We're getting drunk. Youssef, I know you don't drink. Rock Nation, do you drink? No drinking. Okay, so you're drinking in you know,
Coca-Cola
in spirit on Coca-Cola, but no Coca-Cola. Huh? Let you know what? Let me get your comments on that because you guys saw that Stevie P and Rock Nation, they came up with Stevie P and Sonny, they came up with our nice little graphic that Milan, Steve and we don't push our sponsors away, and they were all the sponsors of Milan. Gio, what do you think about this whole like Coca-Cola putting out on the side and Pogba with the Heineken? Do you think of this as like I don't know, like let me get all your comments about this whole like and they lost $4 billion in value, Coca-Cola. Gio, let's start off with a funny one. Gio, what did you think about that one?
I thought it was funny, but you know, Ronaldo, he says his kids have horrible lives. I know they have money, but they can't even eat chips or anything bad. What type of life is that, man? But yeah, I thought that was funny. And then you know what? The Russian one was funny, man. He opened it. He was pro.
That's it. That he drank it. No, that was pretty funny. But in the end, I don't know, Dave. I'm gonna ask you. For me, it was like, look, if you have a problem with Coca-Cola, put the money up and get rid of the Coca-Cola. But who are you? Like they sponsored, and you just look. He is Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever. Coca-Cola ain't losing any money. But did you find this as more comical or like, who the hell are you?
It was comical, but at the same time, it's not the first time he does it. He did it once when he was doing. He was getting interviewed and he was saying, yeah, my kids, they want to eat McDonald's. They want to drink Coca-Cola. I go, no, don't drink this poison. Don't eat this poison. Oh, you want to eat this poison? You will never become the player that I am. Well, I'm like, Mike, you're really setting it out there. So it's not the first time. I'm not really surprised. And he looked really pissed. When he saw it there, he goes,
he looked disgusted, right?
Like it was an insult. Why are you putting this shit in front of me? And, water, yeah.
You know, how about you, Timmy? Did you find it in bad taste, or what did you think about this? So even Heineken with Pogba.
I think he did it like I don't think he knew that the cameras were rolling. To be honest, I think he was like probably like, wow, get this stuff out of here, kind of thing. But like it ended up was live, and I don't think he actually realized it. I don't know if he got any backlash from Coca-Cola on that one or anything like that. But you know what? Hey, he has a point, right? You know, we all know how bad, unfortunately, how bad and how tasty Coca-Cola is for you. So, you know what? Good for him for setting an example for like.
But it's not up to him. The Euros are not organized by him. So in the end, if you have a problem with Coca-Cola, put up the money that Coca-Cola put up and shut your mouth. Who are you, Cristiano Ronaldo? You do not run the UEFA. You run the Euros. That's my personal opinion. Yes, it was fun.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's like if Milan was sponsored by, they are sponsored by La Molisana pasta, and they will make a commercial with Pennelisce. Pennelisce, I don't like Pennelisce, but who am I? I don't run the whole thing, but that's my personal opinion. Youssef, how about you? How do you feel about this whole Coca-Cola, Heineken kind of thing?
I think I agree with what Ronaldo did. Because I think there's a bit of hypocrisy on the side of UEFA. They banned, I think, tobacco products.
Yeah.
And I think Coca-Cola, as I sip my Pepsi because I don't like Coca-Cola, is as bad as the tobacco. So why the double standard?
Exactly.
So
Money talks.
I side with Ronaldo on this one.
All right. So Fabio from Long Island, what's your opinion on that one?
Well, I think this he's a disgraziato. Remember who writes the checks, buddy. All right. If Coca-Cola doesn't sponsor this shit, nobody comes and watches it. What do you want to just knock everything out just because you don't like it? Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Coca-Cola has its place. That's bad. It's your choice to drink it. Nobody else's fault if you drink it. I mean, this asshole, they pay for it. Leave it on the fucking table. Don't touch it. You don't like Heineken? No offense. Don't touch it. Leave it there. It's the sponsor. They pay for all this shit. Otherwise, you'll be playing in the backyard like everybody else.
Me, okay. Five is a bit, he's a bit riled up, and Rock Nation Uzni. Let's finish off with you. This whole Coca-Cola Heineken saga.
Yeah, well, he's definitely earned the right to do that. I mean, he didn't score the goals, and he's captaining the team, so he probably thinks that he's probably bigger than any other sponsor on the table or in the background. So it's quite all right. But as long as he performs, I guess he can do pretty much what he wants.
Listen, they should tell child services because they are abusing his children. Doesn't give them potato chips. Nothing.
I agree.
Right? Come on, they're kids. They're not in their 50s. They gotta watch their blood pressure. Let them enjoy a little bit of life. What are you, crazy? This guy's out of his mind. That's what happens when you make too much money.
Give him a bit of McNuggets, right? Give him a bit of McNuggets.
Christ, that's what they're for. They're for the kids.
And Fuji's and Funyuns, we just wanted to thank you. We still can't figure out who you are. I shared your video with Patreon. Everybody loved the Tommy Time, Vader Time video. But I think the way he looked so amateur is what makes it great. So thank you to you. And honestly, I still can't figure out who this guy is. We're going to find out, guys. I'm going to put Presidente on it. Guys, let's talk about Italy. Now,
I subscribe to his channel, although.
You subscribed to his channel just from that video?
It was fantastic.
He's in the chat right now.
There we go. No one will see. He says no one will ever know.
I'm gonna find out. Know Presidente. Some private investigators.
Yeah, but forget you don't know Presidente. Yeah, Presidente puts his head to. Presidente was talking to Gazidis' right man, guys. This week he sent us the messages. We're gonna be talking soon. Presidente doesn't fuck around, but we're not here to talk about Presidente. We're here to talk about Italy. Guys, I'm going to start by sharing you he's from parts unknown, like the Ultimate Warrior. I'm going to share you my thoughts about Italy. Look, I said it, and me and Steve had a heated discussion about, I've been down from the last 5 years, right? And I'm a kind of guy that, guys, in 2006, I was living in Ottawa, and when it was the finals, games at 2:30, I left Ottawa at 4:30 in the morning to make sure that I was in Montreal by 6:30 in the morning, make sure that I'm ready, I'm mentally prepared. And now I feel myself that, look, we went down this rut, and we probably needed this. And I'm on a side where I'm keeping my feet on the ground. We haven't played anybody of big stature. I love what we're seeing. And I'm going to take IFTV's thing. This isn't your nonno's Italy. And I will agree with that. I will agree with people going out and celebrating because of the year of COVID that we've had, and people want to go and celebrate. But for me, we haven't won anything. And I know that they were talking about if Italy would finish second, I don't think we will lose against Wales, but if they will lose second, we'll probably play Belgium in first place. I'm excited, but there's that side of me that's like, Vinny, don't get your hopes up because this Italy can bring you down. And for me, if I want to go celebrate, I'm going to go celebrate as of the quarterfinals. I'm not going to judge either side. That's just my personal opinion. But this is not our nonno's Azzurri. Giro, let me start with you. And yes, we could talk about Locatelli. Look at Stevie P on Twitter. He's just tweeting out the 4-time World Cup. He likes to bug me on that one there. But it's exciting. It really is exciting to watch this kind of Italy. When was the last time you saw Italy not pull back at 1-0 scoring? We saw triples, 3 goals. Gio, I know you're a fan of the Azzurris. You were at the World Cup of '94, for God's sakes, right? What are your feelings about the Azzurri so far?
Man, I just love the way that we're playing, but Mancini sometimes I don't know, man. The only problem I have right now is Bastoni not starting. Yes, he plays for our rival, but I'm not with him, man. He's the best Italian defender by a landslide. Okay, he should be starting. That's the only problem. But you see what I've been saying? I've been calling for Di Lorenzo for a long time. You see how good he can attack. He's well sounded defensively on the right wing. And he lets Spinazzola do his thing. Wow, Spinazzola, he is reminding me like Thomas Mueller. Thomas Mueller might not have a good season in club, but when he puts on that Germany jersey, it's a whole different animal. So I really like how we're playing, but imagine we had a striker that was deadly. We would mop the floor with France, any team that's in front of us. We will mop the floor. The midfield solid. Defenders on the bench solid. Right back, left back, solid. We just need a striker. We need somebody. And if we had one, we would. Vinny.
Definitely. And I don't know if you guys know, but Stevie P sent the package to Immobile. He sent them his Lazio jersey, and he said, "Please wear this jersey under your Azzurri jersey, so you could score like you score with Lazio with the national team." David. You're a Montrealer. You've seen all the celebrating. What is it like? How about you? How are you feeling about this Azzurri? Are you like excited? Are you still like, okay, I want to be excited, but I'm holding back?
Well, listen, when the World Cups and Euro Cups that I've been around, every time we won, we used to go do a sfilata. We used to go celebrate. So for me, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm actually proud that they're doing so because, like Steve said, we went through a year of really like being closed in, not able to see anybody. Now, perfect timing, soccer. Enjoy it, man. You never know what might happen tomorrow. And what we're gonna do? Go to the quarterfinals by chance? If we don't even make it, imagine we could have wasted our celebrations then. No, enjoy yourself, man. Do what you gotta do. Do respectfully. Don't cause a riot, but do what you gotta do. And for the team, man, my boy Spinazzola, man, I love this kid. He reminds me of Theo on the left side. He's just a rocket. He comes in. He doesn't have the speed as much, but IFTV clocked him in. Well, IFTV put up the thing, 33.8 kilometers an hour. Hey, bro. I do that in my car. There's nothing else I could do. I can never get that fast. I only can imagine how this guy is, and he's doing a lot of stuff. Immobile and Belotti, listen, Immobile is getting his goals. In the end, he's not playing as well as he is, but he's still getting the goals in. I can't complain about him. Locatelli, I'm glad that he's doing good right now. I'm tired of seeing all the ex-Milan players. Locatelli, PC,
okay, guys,
Donnarumma.
I get it. But guys, I know Locatelli has been getting a lot of praise, but guys, on that first goal, that's not Locatelli, guys. That's all Berardi. I don't know if you guys saw, Berardi made up that play. What a play on that right side. It was just fantastic.
The pass was better than the goal, I understand. But then he didn't say it like, okay, it's just the one shot he did, and the second one was beautiful, Vinny.
I'm not taking anything away from him, right? But Timmy, how about you? How are you feeling about even with your Brazil jersey on there? Look at Steve. He knows. He wants to push my buttons. But Timmy, I know half Italian, half Brazilian. By the way, if it was 1994, who would be cheering? That's what I want to know.
So my father was born in Brazil, and his parents are Italian, right? So my grandparents are all Italian. My dad was born in Brazil. My father grew up speaking Portuguese. Never spoke a word of Italian. He only learned how to speak Italian when he came to Canada, where he lived with his Italian family. So my father always chose to cheer for Brazil because was it 82? If I'm not mistaken, my dad was telling me a story or in 94, just before my grandfather passed away, they were arguing because my dad was cheering for Brazil and my grandfather was cheering for Italy. Nice. So, I always like grew up more of the Brazilian culture, and then I was introduced later on to my Italian culture, which I obviously I love. So I mean, if it came down to that, I'd be happy either way.
All right.
The only thing that would be upset if people started chirping me from the other side, knowing, which I have experienced in a Confederations Cup final or semifinal where I was an Italian bar. I was wearing nothing, neutral colors. And I think my dad had it on a Brazil jersey, and these Italians started like just talking so much shit to our family, right? Like to me and my dad. And I got so mad, and I responded, and I was like, you dumbasses. I'm like, I'm half Italian too, and I understand everything you say, and they just shut up. And I think Brazil did beat Italy that day, and I cheered every goal they scored as hard as I can just to throw it into their faces. But
we could be bad Italians too for the chirping. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm still looking for a jersey. If someone can make me a jersey or a shirt that can kind of incorporate the Italy and the Brazil colors and in a shirt and then put the 9 stars around, I would love it. You know,
so you know what? Why don't you get what was it, guys? The third jersey of the goalie that was that Brazilian green. Was it like from a couple of years ago? I think I saw one at Winners team. Tim, maybe Winners.
Send it over. 19... I'll send you the money. No worries.
Okay. But always interesting. But how about your take on Italy so
far? So you know, with the Milan Weekly podcast, you guys encouraged me to kind of start on my own with my buddies, and we just sit around and talk about soccer in general. And I mentioned on that my dark horse was Italy. And now I'm getting mixed critics on that because a lot of people that I talked to, Italy wasn't even conversation to make it to, you know, one of the top teams this year. And then now that I've posted that they were my dark horse, now I'm getting people saying Italy's not considered a dark horse because we all knew they were going to make it to the semifinals and the quarterfinals for sure. And I'm like, guys, since when? I'm like, nobody had Italy in their mouth in this tournament. Everybody said Belgium, France, you know, those guys, Spain, whatever it be. Nobody thought, besides the Italians or us that follow the Serie A and know what talent that the Italian team has, nobody that watches outside of Italy knows anything about Italy.
No, you're right. So, and, Italy wasn't talked about, right? Italy wasn't talked about, and a lot of people might have talked about like the dark horse, and because a lot of, including me, even though like the run of unbeaten games, I didn't find that they beat the big teams. But you know, how about you, Youssef, an Azzurri follower from the other side of the world? How did you watch these first 2 games and your feelings of how Italy has played so far?
Maybe I'm one of the few people who was not surprised of Italy's performances. Basically because it's a continuation of what's happening in the league, because the league is transforming. It's for the past few years, the Serie A is one of the highest scoring leagues in Europe, and a lot of the teams press very high now. They don't sit back. The catenaccio is fading away, and all of this is just transforming into the national team. And you have this. I used to be very skeptical about Mancini, but this guy is just found the perfect chemistry and harmony between the players, and he had put every single player in the right position to give their best. Although I wish he can utilize Barella more, because I think Barella can add a lot more than what he's been doing for the past 2 games. But I'm not surprised. I think they're gonna go far. You're right. Maybe we didn't. Italy didn't play against like a decent team yet, but the signs are there. The signs are there.
The signs are there. Youssef is not surprised. Fabio from Long Island. How about you? Were you skeptical at the beginning? Managing expectations. How did you take these couple of games?
I definitely felt like we weren't on the big radar of all the teams. You know, like Steve was saying, all these guys, they think they know everything, saying, "Oh, it's going to be England. Oh, it's going to be France. Oh, it's going to be Germany." I mean, for God's sakes! But
England
it's very encouraging that you see 3-0 wins back to back, and now it seems like if we get this next one against Welsh, they're probably the best team that we're playing. Wales. We got to. I feel confident. I don't know about you guys. I think they could definitely go good. I mean, Immobile scored again. It's the 4th game in a row that I heard the guy say on the replay that I watched, and that's good for us. That's the guy that Steve kept saying he wanted to see how Immobile did. And Berardi, Please, Milan, please, for the love of God. This is a Milan chat, right? I'm talking Milan. I want Berardi. Please, Maldini, do whatever it takes. Get this guy on the right side. We need him.
And he's probably going to be worth after this tournament, but no,
whatever.
definitely.
And I just want to say one thing before we move on. Yes, Locatelli, maybe you have a little seller's remorse, but can we get over it? The kid's playing good. He was the man of the match. I mean,
let's get over it. Exactly. Like, look,
Yeah.
we've lost a lot of good talents in the past, and
every time Gio makes a save, we're going, oh, we lost that. You know, like, let's just move on. They don't want to play for Milan? Screw them. See you later.
I fuck him. I curse him every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Every
I
time
love Hakan. Is he playing? Is he alive?
Yeah, okay.
just went down to $2 million a year. But
can I highlight Carlo Moretti's what's it called? His comment there, where Italy should always be regarded as one of the favorites. I think we've earned that right. That's like saying Milan's gonna win the Champions League because we've earned that right, guys. It goes based on the game. It doesn't matter if you've earned it in the past. If you're not up to the standard, whether it be Brazil, who's earned the right because they have 5 World Cups, they're not going to win a World Cup because they're not the old Brazil of the past. Even though they've earned it, they're not the favorites. No one here thought Italy was a favorite before the last 2 games.
Stop talking about Brazil.
Okay.
No, I'm just making a comparison.
Let's let the Rock Nation Husney talk. You know, Nation Husney.
Before I continue, Tim, you have to. Your favorite player must be Jorginho, man.
I love him. Love him. And I've always said I love him. And I've always said it. I've always said how underrated he was.
He's amazing.
Rock Nation Husney, how about you watching the Azzurri? Look at that jersey, Gio. Thank you for giving him that nickname. Look, he's styling and profiling at like Ric Flair. Woo! But how about you? What are your thoughts on Italy's first 2 games so far?
Definitely a good performance all the way. I mean, for the 2 games. And what's important for this Euros is that it's about the momentum. I believe this. If you've got the momentum from the beginning, you're definitely going to get far, especially in terms of the semi-finals or even the finals. And that's going to be key to really going up against the other teams, which everyone else thinks as the favorites. And personally, what I'm really hoping for the next round, Italy face England, because just to shut them up, I'm afraid of this. I'm sick and tired of this. It's coming home and all that bullshit. Someone needs to shut them up.
It's coming home, Husney. It's coming home, no? Isn't it not coming home every 2 to 4 years for England?
Yeah. Since the 60s, it's been coming home, but it never has. But this is the point. Build the momentum. Get into that rhythm of convincing wins, which for the past 2 games, it's been like that. And just steamroll through the tournament. There's no reason why it can't be done. It's like the same case of Milan. Everyone says that it couldn't be done, and we went on an unbeaten run.
There we go. I like that. So, we do have Wales coming up. I know that a lot of people were trying to calculate. I believe that if we would finish second, we would have to face the first place at the Belgium group. If we finish first,
we're going to face Ukraine or Netherlands.
Right, so all depending if Netherlands finish. No, Netherlands should finish first.
Or
all
Austria.
Depending, or Austria, right? Netherlands are looking strong. You know what? Let me ask you guys. Other than Italy and other than England, how about your team? Your surprise teams from this Euro. I've been liking the Netherlands, guys. Netherlands have gone through even themselves, a bad spell. They're always a powerhouse. I like what I've seen so far. Gio, I don't know if you have like a team that you've liked to see so far. Please don't say France.
Nah, man, I hate the French. Oh, they too cocky. They play like old Italian catenaccio. That's what they do. They're just a counterattacking team. Who's leading them? Deschamps. All the thing that he was telling Mike Neal. Oh yeah, you joined AC Milan, like trying to belittle us. What's up with this guy? Somebody should slap him in the face. But no, you know what? Netherlands has impressed me, and I've been calling what's that kid name from Barcelona, Frankie de Jong, a flop, because in Barcelona he's been trash. But wow, today I seen him, and big up to Sheva. He got his win today. Future AC Milan coach. Sheva is motivating the Ukraine.
You can't go wrong with that. How about you, David? Is there a team that surprised you, or like we spoke about Netherlands, or a team that you enjoyed watching so far?
For me, it's Belgium. Belgium for me, man. All
Lukaku's a beast, right?
Lukaku, De Bruyne, everybody, bro, everybody. The only one that still sucks on that team is Hazard because he's just whatever. But he's surrounded by all these people, man. Wow, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough if we have to. If we face Belgium, though, I hope we do because if we get them out of the way, everything else is ours.
Sky's the limit, right? Sky's the limit.
But besides that, France with the paper. What they have on paper, they have 2 squads. That's how much talent they have. But I was
because they weren't impressive against Germany. It's not like they were impressive offside goals and whatever. But it's the depth, right? David,
Germany played well. Germany, the tactical game of Germany, but they couldn't put it in. But you know what, man? What do you want to do? You face 2 giants like that. Who I don't want to see go anywhere is Portugal because after they won last time from the group stage without even winning one group stage and they won the Euro. Over here, I still have it. Over here.
All right. Hey, but the ball is round. Timmy, even Portugal is coming up in the discussion. Which team has impressed you the most or surprised you the most in this Euros?
I don't think it's a surprise. I think, besides Italy, I would say probably Belgium. Belgium looks good, but I don't think they have a good line of defense, realistically. I think we saw that, like, especially today against Denmark, right? Like, I think if they're good, like offensively, midfield, 100%. You saw the difference De Bruyne made when he entered, right? Like a goal and an assist. He's incredible. Lukaku's just beasting it, but I think they're gonna be disappointed when they meet a team that has a good, offense, because their back line is not the greatest. It's really not that great. And then for Germany, Germany's my disappointment this year. I think they have a lot of inside issues right now with Joachim Low leaving after the tournament. I think that's going to be their downfall. I would say the only teams I've seen that can potentially, go for it is besides Belgium and France, Italy, like those teams too. Portugal is like up in the air for me still. At the end of the day, they are playing well. Well, they played decent, but it's hard to say. Honestly, I don't know really who to pick, but I would say possibly Belgium, France, Italy so far have been the most impressing.
Still games to be played, right?
There's still games to be played. Yeah, it's hard to say.
We'll see from over there. How about Youssef? Any teams that's
Neymar scored, Timmy.
Yeah, Neymar.
There we go. Like Timmy's happy. Brazil has scored. Oh, so he scores for Brazil. Does he score for PSG?
Yeah, he does. He does when he's not injured.
Oh, okay, it's good. How about you?
And not rolling around on the ground pretending to be hurt.
Oh, that's old.
Okay,
Ronaldo used to do that too.
Well,
how about you, Youssef? Other than Italy,
for me, as I mentioned, like I'm not a European. I have not a stake. My parents both are from Kuwait, so I'm just watching and enjoying everything from afar. But I'm not following teams particularly, but there are players that I'm really impressed with. There's the 2Ds, I call them, the Danish playmaker who plays for Sampdoria. His name is Damsgaard, I think. The guy with the number 14 shirt. I think this guy is excellent, and Maldini should be looking into him. He's excellent. And then the other guy, man, that we should have signed when we lost Conti is Dumfries from the Netherlands. This guy is a beast. He's a train. He's up and down the right side. He's been fantastic. And let me take this opportunity, since we're talking about teams, I have to acknowledge this. I know that we don't want to revisit bad things and sad stories, but the Eriksen thing was horrific. I'm a doctor myself, and I've seen dead people, but this is just heart-wrenching. And
as a doctor,
I just want to,
Youssef, you know what? I didn't know. Like, as a doctor, right? How do you find that the situation was handled? With we call him Kajar because we love him, but as a medical doctor, like, do you find that everything was done properly?
Oh, perfectly.
CPR,
perfectly. Yeah. CPR, and guys, please. I cannot keep insisting. Take some time, invest in yourself, and practicing CPR. Join. There's the American Heart Association. Some places they offer it for free. PCR, basic life support. This is the name of the course. Do it.
It should be mandatory in school.
Absolutely. Because you've seen how life is fragile. This guy is like he's one of the fittest people in the world. Like he watches what he eats. He watches his weight. He trains every day, and he just dropped like that in an instant. And the other thing I want to mention is the Heimlich maneuver, because I've just done it 3 days ago. Someone was choking in the restaurant, and it's so easy. You can save a life. So please invest in that.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
that,
no problem. Back to football, and I just want to say Germany is super.
Sorry, Youssef. Sorry to interrupt you, Youssef. What is it they're putting in Eriksen? I heard that they're going to be putting not a pacemaker, ICU.
It's a stent. It's a stent. I think this guy has, I don't know the details, but it appears that one of his arteries that is blocked. Now, I doubt it's blocked from cholesterol, because I don't think this guy has
That's crazy.
What we call hypercholesterolemia. But I think it could be an autoimmune thing that can go under the radar. I'm surprised that this hasn't been discovered through the medical test that he had at Inter, because they do have an excellent medical center and test, even at Tottenham. But I think he suffered. People are saying that he suffered a heart attack. I doubt that. He suffered of something called ventricular arrhythmia, where the larger chamber of the heart is not beating properly. And man, not because he's our player, but Simon Kjaer, man, come on. This guy, hats off to this guy. No matter if he ends up to be our captain, which I am a massive advocate for. It doesn't matter. This guy has to be our captain. But this guy handled the situation perfectly. Him and Schmeichel.
Yeah, and Schmeichel as well. And I don't want to drag out on bad feelings, but the way I was saying, people, when you learn CPR, the Heimlich maneuver, you never know how people will react in those situations. And like you were saying, Youssef, you were able to react on a person and use the Heimlich maneuver. And I tip my hat off to you, because when it happened to me in a Best Buy store and I had CPR training, I completely froze. So kudos to Kajar, and I'm gonna keep on calling him Kajar because that's the way we love him. And who knows what happens? We'll see what happens with Milan. We're gonna finish off this round with Milan talk, but Fabio, look at Fabio. He's just waiting. He's our Tommy for today. But Fabio, how about you? Any teams? Anybody that you've liked so far, or maybe somebody that you hated? I don't know.
Well, I want to focus more on the teams I did like. I have to say, though, it seems out of all the teams, I mean, you can expect Belgium to be good, right?
Yeah.
But I think Italy is the one that everybody's taking notice. I mean, winning 3-0 back-to-back against any team on an international stage, it's quite an accomplishment. It's a strong statement to all the other teams. France won that game against Germany or whatever team it was on an own goal. I mean, they didn't get a goal during the play. So at least we scored 3. Again, I think the most important guys have all played good. Everybody's on notice now. It's Italy's to lose. Spain doesn't look that great. France we can handle. England, give me a fucking break.
Steve telling you.
I love it.
So Steve's probably got the kids running around in the house, and he's live tweeting us from there. I love it. Rock Nation Husney, how about with you? Any teams that you've enjoyed to see or watch play, even players, as Youssef was mentioning before?
Just 2 teams that I've enjoyed, but not for the fact that they're playing well. It's just that it's hilarious. Number 1 is Turkey, because as you know, our dear Hakan, he's left us hanging, and now he's really getting all the rewards. His strategy is really blowing up in his face, and I'm enjoying watching it because every single commentator is singling him out as doing nothing, invisible in the game. And if I was Maldini, I wouldn't even offer him the 4 million. It's like, okay, for every day that he doesn't sign it, deduct another 250,000 or 500,000 from his from the offer.
Yes,
that's what he deserves.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
And the second thing that I really do enjoy, but again, it's not because they're performing that well, but I do enjoy seeing Portugal for the fact that there's so many selfish players that want to score. There's Cristiano Ronaldo, Diego Jota, Bruno Fernandes. Everyone in that team wants to be the next big thing. And that's why they left it up until the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game to win it. It was just amusing to watch. But I guess on the positive note, just to end it a little, I'm keeping an eye on this on Sheba's boy. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yaremchuk, who plays in Belgium.
Yes.
I think Sheva might have seen something, and he's seeing something. That's why.
We'll ask TVP. We'll ask TVP to pronounce his name correctly for your sake on the next podcast. But guys, we got a game on Sunday. Happy Father's Day to Youssef. Fabio, your father. Yes.
No.
Not yet.
Just to a dog. But
okay. 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 So to Youssef, to Gio, everybody else is a single man, right? So, but gentlemen, let's finish off with some Milan talk. Hakan. Because okay, so you know what? Let's not talk about let's not talk about Hakan. Let's not talk about Hakan. I want to talk to you guys.
Section. We're gonna put him on the clearance section.
Let's talk about. I know I mentioned to Steve on the last podcast. There's been those rumors of Leao. Gio, what's your number for Leao? Do you sell him? I know it's hard because he's been, the lazy Leao, whatever, but. If we look at the track record, but Milan, kind of gives up on young talents. And, if you look at, I love the Interistas that look, Donnarumma and Locatelli got $15 million. And then somebody posted back you want to talk about Seedorf and Pirlo? It's kind of a, recurring in history. Leao, do you give him another chance or not?
Vinny, those Interistas, IFTV taking a dig at us. But we fine, man. Look at Suni. Y'all stock dropped 15%. Let's talk about that. You guys are going bankrupt. You're going to have to sell Barella. You're going to have to sell Lukaku. So stop chatting all that shit. I'm just happy with how Maldini is moving. Tomori deal done. I don't like how he's dealing with the Tonali deal. But I want Berardi, and then I want Belotti.
But Tonali is going to Juventus. Did you not hear? That's Plan B for Juventus.
Man, dude, all these guys, all they doing, they hating on Milan because we're the new BBB, but we're better. I told you this, Benny. BBB has Haaland, Jordan Sancho, Jude Bellingham, and where did that got him? To third place. We have Salad Maker, we have Castillejo, we have, and we finished second place. Baby, we're better than BBB. We don't need no Haaland. We need a Belotti or Scamacca, and give my guy Pobega a chance. Come on, man. Give my guy a chance. I don't want him to go.
I like it. Stevie, if you're still listening, what do you think about the upside-down jersey that your boy Gio was wearing? I'll see if he comments from over there. But David, how about you? Leao, chance, no chance? What's your number?
Listen, now that Ibra is probably not going to be playing for a while because his injury is really bad. We don't have a striker. As much as I hate to say it, we can't give up on all these young talents. As much as I hate, I'm not going to say hate Leao, hate how he's developing as a player, we have to give him a bit of a chance. Now, all these rumors that Giroud now still might be coming. If he doesn't come, we're going to go after Dzeko. If Dzeko doesn't come, this is MERCATO madness. It's just basically from left, right, and center. We're getting everyone. Listen, focus on what we have. We have a good squad. We have a great squad. We need a bit of tweaks here and there. Don't go try to do an overhaul and kill all these young kids' potential of actually becoming who they are. Give them a chance, just maybe a tweak here and there and see what we got to do. Because right now, the way it's looking, that we have to depend on Giroud or Dzeko or Belotti. Listen, Belotti, for me, is my key role. That's the only guy I want. It's Belotti.
Dzeko would have been good 5 years ago when we were originally looking at him.
Exactly.
Come on.
But Dzeko, everyone's looking for Dzeko. Everyone's looking at Dzeko, and Dzeko, what does he do? Stays at Roma. But what do you want to do?
Dzeko, Mandzukic, they're gonna cost you another T-shirt, David. And Fuji's funny. It's like Gio started throwing in some Italian in there, and we got another Tommy. So we lost him there, but I like it. The
chat is on fire today.
Yeah, Tim,
they're killing me.
How about you? Do you have what are your thoughts on the layout, these news, these rumors that are going through? I don't know, Leao. Do you give him another chance? What's your number, man?
First of all, I just want to shout out to Stevie with the Kappa gear. The last time I wore Kappa, I was in grade 6, and I wore a Diesel headband and a Club Monaco shirt at the same time. So
you can't scream more Italian than that. Huh? Okay,
yeah, right. And you know what? When I hear the pork chops saying how bad Leao is, it kind of makes me consider that he's that bad. Like, pork chops never shun their own players, especially their young talent, right? So he didn't do anything at the under 21. Guys, at his level, playing on Milan, he should have been one of the guys to shine. You know, so the fact that he's not at a U21 level, I don't think I would let him go for 20 mil. What did we pay for him? I think it was 35.
Yeah, 35.
I would, if we could get 35 for him, I'd take it in a heartbeat just to make back the money. But
somebody in England is going to give us 35.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I hope so. But I mean, you know, like with him, I no, let him go, get whatever money we can, and just hope for the best, I guess, right? Like, another thing I want to bring up, nobody brought up, well, maybe not yet, but DePaul. People were saying, "Oh, DePaul to think." Thank you, Fabio. Exactly. I watched him. It's only been one game with Argentina. He's terrible. I don't think I had this discussion with someone else. If we're gonna replace Hakan with DePaul, might as well keep Hakan. Might as well, because I don't think DePaul's that much better than Hakan. And if you're gonna replace shit with shit, it's still, you polish a turd, it's still a turd, right? Like, you know. So
Tim, don't forget he's playing Messi's place. Well,
but he's playing next to Messi. He should be looking amazing.
Yeah, but Dybala looks bad in Argentina because of Messi, and he's a hell of a player. So DePaul, I wouldn't judge him. Of course, I would take him too, but I wouldn't judge DePaul on Argentina. I would judge him more on the Serie A, but I think he could do something.
Do you take DePaul?
Okay, everybody's waiting to talk, gentlemen. Everybody's waiting to talk. You guys, we can have a conversation.
Do you take DePaul to win you or to potentially get you somewhere in the Champions League? No, we need better. We don't need the same level.
Did he bring Udinese somewhere? Did he do something?
No, he didn't.
No, was he the goal scorer of the year, most assists? No,
nothing.
Let's just move on. He doesn't play.
He's better.
He's gone.
Guys, can you say at least he's better than Hakan?
No, he's same level.
I don't know yet.
If you're gonna go by stats,
okay. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, hold on. Mia will say, Leao, if I don't see 35 million, I'm not getting rid of him because we need depth for the Champions League. Youssef, how about you? Do you feel the same way? Leao, do you give him another chance? No, you that's it.
No, I would absolutely give him another chance. The key word here, guys, is stability. We, as a young squad, as the youngest squad, a word that Stevie P hates. We need stability and a good atmosphere and environment for those people to grow. We don't want to let them go and then they shine somewhere else. I know you guys agreed that, well, we don't want to talk about Locatelli and Paqueta playing with Brazil now and whoever we're losing. But at the same time, these are players that are going to take us to the next level. That going to the next level doesn't mean necessarily buying other players. It means developing your players. That's the whole point of buying young. So a lot of people will disagree with me. I know that, but we need stability. We have a coach who's doing very well, and we have a management with Maldini that they know the how we're heading. Curva stood are agreeing with Maldini, for crying out loud. So now stability is the key word. Let those people, those kids grow, and I think they will never find a better atmosphere in the entire of Italy, at least Italy, that is as stable as Milan right now.
I like it. I like your opinion there, Fabio from Long Island. Stevie says he's getting emotional because he's feeling himself through you guys. And Fabio, what do you say about all this discussion?
Coach Stevie.
To be honest, I love that Stevie says that because I feel like we're starting to get a little more realistic. And honestly, the news with Ibra just means we're already starting behind on strikers. Is Giroud, once I see him pick up a shirt, I'll believe it. But right now, Leao, unless somebody's offering what we paid for him, and that's the only thing that I would give him up for right now, because he needs to have another year. And you know what? By January, if you don't see what you like or the progression's still there, sometimes he just has this goddamn face. Like he just doesn't give a shit. Like he's not trying his hardest, right? And just something you can't like understand it. You're just like, motherfucker, run. Do something. Come on. Like show like you really want it. But he just doesn't have that yet. But again, he's young. He's 20, 21. Maybe he has a little, something over the summer just awakens inside of him and he becomes a different player. I mean, the guy scored the fastest goal ever. He did come up with some timely goals this year.
He did. He did. People seem to forget that at the beginning of the year, when we needed it, when Ibra wasn't gone, his first stint that he was away, he did provide us some goals and he wasn't playing his position. So I'm there to give him another chance. I know Stevie P is not his biggest fan, but I think Stevie P, when he talks about him, it's because he believes it. He wants so much more, right? This is not a Bertolacci kind of guy, right? There's like just get rid of him and that. And Stevie P, what are you saying? We were in make Champions League mode. Now we have to switch to consistently.
I understand. Yeah,
exactly.
And what he's saying
Paul's
is
not
true,
that guy.
All that matters is that you have to spend money then, and we're not going out like, all right, we wanted DePaul. Somebody goes and they pay what they wanted for him, and they'll get him. Now we got to go and get Berardi because that's the guy we need. We understand.
But we already spent 41 million, which with no other team spent.
Somebody go to the guy at the top, Maldini. Go over there, say, look, you got to open your checkbook. I took you to the line. We're there. Don't fuck this up now by being cheap. You got to spend money to make money. We got to buy players. Get the scouts together. Go find some young Kaká or some young striker. We need some stability, right? We don't want to keep changing all our players.
Young
striker. Yeah, striker. I like it.
Un poco de sol. That we need money. We can't be cheap, guys.
Yeah, but the way Berardi's playing now,
he's would have been a good player. I don't want to go like Tommy. I'm going to start talking about the next 20, 30 years in the past. But last year with Chiesa was the guy we needed, right? We needed somebody on the right side. We can't make the same mistake twice. Berardi's showing you he's the guy. Spend the money, whatever it is. And if you have to sell somebody, sell them. Fuck them. Everybody's on the chopping block. We need guys. That's it. I'm sorry.
All right. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. That's what Patreon gives you. You're entitled to your opinion. But Rock Nation, Husney, he's there. He's just silent. He's not saying anything. This is your time, buddy. How about you? Leao, are you giving him a chance or consistency, or if somebody offers you 35 million, away we goes?
Definitely, I'll give him a chance. One of the things that I tell myself never to think about is to think that Leao should be performing like Kylian Mbappe. He scored what 6-8 goals last season. He's not Kylian Mbappe. No one needs to make him out to be Kylian Mbappe, and no one needs to pressure him to be that standard. So this is why we need to give a chance. And 200%, I agree with Stevie's comment that you posted just now. We need to stay in the Champions League. This is how we're going to win the next trophy. There's no need to go buy someone who's got the excellent stats, thinking that we're going to win the Champions League. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to end up back in the 5th place. And everything is going to come crumbling down. And one of the things that I did want to point out is that we were on an unbeaten run. So this team itself has potential. We can do it. That's the belief is very important. And the reason why I would say maybe we dropped out of the Scudetto race is because we started developing like, okay, all this fear started creeping in. Oh, we lost one game. We lost another game. What are we going to do? Our home form is back. Forget all this. Build the maturity of the guys. We're a solid team. Everyone knows each other's strengths. Everyone knows each other's weaknesses. Fix those weaknesses in preseason. Let's build on that. Maybe get a few more players in the positions that we really need, like right wing. And we can do it again, There's no reason why we can't go another unbeaten run. It's essentially the same group of players. And every other team in the league, I don't see them being as consistent as Milan right now. Other than Atlanta, you could say.
Yeah, really, we overachieved this year.
We did. Yeah, we did. So, gentlemen, I love these
Sorry,
Patreon
guys. Let me
group-
just jump in. We did not.
Yusuf is
overachieve.
jumping in. Go ahead.
Because, yeah, well, we did not overachieve because there's this thing in football statistics called XG, which is the number of chances you created to the number of chance of goals that you created from these chances, and it's similar. So the chances we created, we scored. So we are consistent in terms of creating chances, and we're consistent in terms of converting
Guys,
these chances
Yusuf is
to
a
goals.
doctor. Listen to the Matt. He's a doctor. He's educated.
I'm a doctor, vaping, overweight, and drinking Pepsi. Come on, I'm not an example.
Gentlemen, we will get back together once again. We'll see how the schedule comes on for the Azzurri. I'm gonna let you guys give your 1 minute farewell. What you guys are believing into the Azzurri. Gio, bring out your inner Tommies. Say what you want to say, and we're gonna finish off on that. Gio, go ahead.
Man, Mancini, stop drinking on the job. Start Bastoni. I'm tired of seeing Chiellini and Bonucci. It's Bastoni's time. We're gonna need them for the World Cup because I have a feeling we're gonna lift up that fifth one. So get your shit together. And I don't ever want to see Florenzi ever wear their Zuri shirt ever again. We good. Merry Christmas.
Freaking Gio, Gio / Tommy. I like it, David. How about you? Final thoughts. Let's go.
I definitely agree with him on the Bonucci and Chiellini. Like Chiellini couldn't even do 25 minutes. He's like, take me off. Put Bastoni. And what does he do? He goes and puts someone up. Like, I was so fucking fed up.
Acerbi.
What? Are you saving Bastoni in case of a miracle that something bad happens? Put him on, man. He proved what he had to do. Like Florenzi, I'm so happy Florenzi pulled a calf because we had to get rid of that right back. So at least we got that problem off. Spinazzola is a beast. Continue doing what they're doing. Verratti now might be coming back. So I don't know who we're going to sacrifice in the mid for that. I like Georgina. I like how everyone's playing, so I don't want to see that ever happen. Tim, fucking stop watching Brazil. It's pissing me off.
4-0, sorry.
Okay, 4-0. Okay, he's still watching, and he's still watching. Timmy, how about you?
Hold on. Tim, you're from where?
Tirana. He's from Tirana.
Are you a Maple Leafs fan, Tim? Are you a Maple Leafs fan?
I am.
You're a scrap.
I know.
Yeah, that's what it is with Maple Leafs fans. They know. And they accept.
Guys, I can't be perfect. I can't be Brazilian, Italian, and a Maple Leafs fan. If we had fucking all the trophies, come on.
Okay,
come on. I can't be perfect everywhere.
No more Patreon for you for a month for just saying that comment.
Timmy, how about you? Final thoughts on this Italy and the Euros?
Guys, I am hoping for the best. I just want to see Italy prove the talent they have. I would love to see them go for all the way to the finals, potentially win it, and I'd be the happiest, and I'd be jumping for joy. And I would just like to say that both my teams from both my sides are scoring numerous goals. So I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man.
Go without mentioning Brazil.
He has to. He's gonna have a Jorginho jersey. He's gonna get the half Italy, half Brazil jersey.
Guys, I ordered a Jorginho jersey actually. But I would love to see him. I know that's not going to happen. If he came to Milan, that's it. That'd be my number one jersey. I'd wear it every day.
It ain't going to happen, buddy. It ain't going to happen.
I know.
But it's okay. It's okay.
But I love you all, and I love Milan, and I love Italia, and I love Brazil. And
he loves the Maple Leafs. And he loves the Maple Leafs.
Bro, it's pretty bad, actually. I don't know if you see it, but somewhere here, I have a Maple Leaf on me tattooed.
It's okay. It's okay.
There it is.
Okay. You love your team, and you go through the bad and the worst. Not the bad and the good. The bad and the worst.
It's only been worse for him. For the Maple Leafs, it's only been worse.
Yusuf probably loves a cricket team over there. I don't know. He doesn't like hockey. I don't know. Yusuf, what do you follow other than soccer? Is there any? Is there cricket in Saudi and Kuwait? Sorry.
No.
Cricket. Oh, it's only in India. So, do you follow the NHL, the hockey league? No.
I don't understand the rules. I know NBA. I watch Formula One, but
Toronto Raptors.
I don't know.
NBA.
no.
What do you got? The Lakers. What do you got?
No. Just watched like from
Just
afar.
to watch in
Nah,
general. Right?
yeah, just waiting for people to dunk on each other. That's
He doesn't
basically
wa-
my
he-
knowledge.
he
Yeah,
doesn't. He doesn't watch NBA. I think he's still watching replays from 1995.
yeah, Michael Jordan and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's
And,
it, baby.
Someone called Iverson, and yeah. Of course.
Yusuf, final thoughts on the Euros and the final
Well,
thoughts on.
I'm enjoying the tournament. It's fantastic when you watch football while you're relaxed. I'm not mad at all, even when Italy is doing fine, but like I don't get mad, honestly. So it's been fantastic. The level of football is decent, and I really hope Italy wins it, because they are the better team now, or the best team in terms of performances. And one point regarding Bastoni, I don't like to disagree with Gio, but I'll do it again. Bastoni plays in a three-man defense. Same applies to Acerbi, and I think that's why Mancini is thinking now it's too early to risk it. Maybe in the next game we're gonna see 3-5-2. I'd love to see that, just to show everyone else how versatile the team is.
I like it.
Dr.
And
Yusuf,
Fabio, how
that's
about
the name.
that Roberto Mancini drip? Did you see that jacket, that beautiful hair?
He's always looking good. We always look good. That's how it is.
You
But
can't
I
go
just
wrong,
want
right?
to answer one thing. Vinny's Steve asked
Steve,
me
are the Islanders? Yes. Let me. Are
Listen,
the Islanders making the finals?
I
for the
don't
Canadians?
know. And I'll tell you honestly, I don't care, because I'm a Devils fan. I've been suffering for a long time. But my favorite player is Martin Brodeur. So that's why I'm
I
a
like
Devils
it. Okay, he's
fan. Red
a
and
guy
black,
from
boys.
Canadian.
I stay with the red and black. That's
I
how
like
is.
it.
He went to St. Louis. He's a scrap. I hate him.
Final thoughts on
Well,
the
I
Euros
gotta
or
just
Milan,
say,
whatever.
It's really about Italy. I mean, I understand Yusuf's point of just watching soccer and enjoying it. And really, it's only when I watch Italia that I'm like, we got to win this. We can't play bad. But it hasn't been that experience at all. Much like how Milan was this year. We kind of expected to win. We're looking good. I'm really interested when we do play a much better team. If we get a good draw and we got to play somebody, hopefully, I like Sheva a lot, man. That's when I started watching Milan a lot. So, like, if we could get to play him first round, and future Milan coach, I like that idea too.
And Steve saying,
Uh-huh.
there is an
I see
unsung
that
hero of
picture
this
there.
journey, Gianluca Vialli, that is battling cancer, and hopefully he does. I love this. His quote. I don't know if you guys saw that, saying like, you know what, I gotta bring him on my back every single day, and hopefully, I'll be able to drop him to Gianluca Vialli. Hopefully he does break. He does pull away from this cancer. But thank you, Stevie P, for that one. Husband, let's finish up with you. Your final thoughts. What do you got for this Euro? You could talk about Italy, Euros, Milan, whatever you want.
Yeah, definitely for Italy, we really need this, guys. Not only in terms of all the Italians, all the fans of Azzurri, but as a Serie A, we need this. We need the profile to be raised, and especially to the under 21 where Tonali is. They didn't make it far in the under 21s. They need to see that in the future they need to be able to win this. Okay, so I think they lost out in the semis or the quarters. It's just not good enough, and they need to bring that same performance back to the club like Milan. And again, I'm going to repeat it. I hope after the Euros, when Hakan goes back to Casa Milan and asks where's his contract, Maldini tells him he can sign it if he can find it back in the garbage.
Yeah.
Look at Rock Nation with the heat. He's pulling some heat comments. Gio, this is you. You put it in this persona in Rock Nation, hasn't it? Huh? Look at that.
I like it. He's embracing it.
He's embracing it. There we go.
Yes.
You know what? The only guy that was missing tonight is Tommy, because he was probably going to talk about Saki tonight. He was probably going to talk about some obscure player.
Yelled. The kid would have got no sleep tonight. This is probably good.
Gentlemen, I told you. The only reason I'm hesitating on this WhatsApp group for Patreon, you guys are not ready for Tommy.
I'm
Tommy,
ready.
You're ready? Are you sure?
I'm ready.
Gio has seen Tommy. David has told you. Gio has told you. If you guys want him, you're gonna get him. Just be ready. Just be ready for the 1984. Just be ready for the 1984 stats of a obscure player from Milan, and he's gonna be guys. By the way, he's gonna be writing in Italian. I'm telling you right now. He's not gonna be writing in English.
You have to have the Google Translate application right next to your WhatsApp, because it's not gonna work.
I
Gentlemen,
can read both.
Sunday we got Wales, Forza Italia. Hopefully Milan does
Forza.
well in this whole mercato. That we got some good news. Italy makes it far. We shall be talking soon. Ovunque e sempre, gentlemen.
Forza
Forza
Milan.
Forza Milan.
Italia.
Ciao.
See you guys.
Thank you, Coach Stevie.
Yeah.